Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Whew. How is everybody doing today on this Let It Burn day? This is what I'm thinking, and I might be crazy. Nah, I'm a little crazy. I'm not gonna say I might be. I probably am a little nuts. Who in the hell would oppose the king? Who in the hell would oppose the most powerful corporations and oligarchs the planet has ever seen? Who in the world would actually say, let it burn, let it, baby, let it burn? You'd have to be nuts to say something like that. You'd have to be out of your damn mind, or you'd have to have a whole lot of love for people and humanity if you would go up against the biggest corporations and corrupt feudalistic government colonizing people the planet's ever seen. Because you're not just going up against them. You're going up against your family. You're going up against all their little minions. You're going up against your friends. You're going up against the little minor slave lovers, the little minor colonialisms, the little minor globalists, the little minions in that cartoon, that little silly cartoon. I forgot the name of it. Because you're going up against them too. You'd have to be nuts. Because the little minions, let me tell you what's happening. Oh, the little minions. You know, when the castle get on fire, what do? They start bailing water, don't they? They go up there, they start, just got to get the water, got to put the fire out, got to save Massa, got to save Massa, got to save the king. You know, what do? They do the same thing on the slave plantation because that's what the slave mind is, and that's what it does to you. Got to save it. Oh, I got a mortgage to pay. I got cars. I got cattle to feed. Oh no, this system can't fall. I got to support the king, y'all. We got to put the fire out. We got to bail them out. Isn't that what it's coming to again? Getting right back up to a point where they want to bail them out again. And I'm like, no, dummy, let it burn. Stop. Let the slave mind go. Let it go. Let it burn. Poor people all over the world, unite. Unite and just put down the bales. But you know what? It's too many of them now. And they're going to put the fire out. They're going to go save the king. They're going to do the best they can to save the king and the lords. And I'm just saying, don't fight over them and try to take their bales. We need to just poke holes in them. Because that's what the truth is. Like, you got all the people, you know how they get the peasants all lined up and they get lines just to bail the water out. Hurry up, put the corporations out, the corporations on fire, put them out. I think all we have to do is we just got to go ahead and get little pins and just put little pinholes in the bottom of their buckets. And that's what the truth is. That's what the truth is, a hole in their bucket. Because you know how they get quiet when you start saying the truth. They start saying something and you start like really putting out the truth and they just start getting kind of quiet and then they'll resort to the personal attack or something. That's what we have to do. But you got to let it burn. Let it burn. It's coming down all over. Like the trade agreements. Or everyone's scared, oh, the trade wars, the trade. I did something dumb. You know what I did today, y'all? I did something dumb. It was risky. Oh, it's risky. Sometimes though, you got to put yourself on out there and risk life, limb, and common damn sense. And go ahead and watch the media, watch the mainstream media. So I watched some of that. Well, I didn't watch. I listened. I listened to Fox News and CNN, and I think MSNBC got in there somehow. But I didn't watch it because I'm convinced the screen brainwashes you with something. But I wanted to see what they were talking about. They're scared to death, y'all. Today on the news, they were talking about the trade war. Oh my God, the trade war is coming. We got to be careful. Look, I'm gonna tell you my 2 cents on this damn trade war. But I'm gonna switch. I gotta jump because we know what the trade war is all about. What trade wars have always been about. This is what the trade war is about. The trade war is always about some damn colonialism. That's all it is. It's about the cotton trade. It's about people running into these other countries, making slave labor out of them, and then the people in our country who don't want to give up that slave labor, the cheap stuff. So I say this: let the trade war come, because you know who's cheering the trade war? Who's cheering the trade war is small local makers, small businesses, the people who don't want to work as slave labor in those countries and they want to do something else. Even the medium-sized businesses. My critique is it shouldn't just be steel and aluminum, though. It should be every damn thing. You need to put a tariff on everything. And I know Canada's crying, and Canada, I get it, you know, but dude, listen, we got to end colonialism. We got to end this. We got to finally put a death nail in this with all the little mini slavery loving people with the lifestyles that it's based on. So it's coming down. Let it burn. Let them fight. Let China get mad. I even looked at CGTN, and of course, Trump is going to end the world. He's going to start a trade war. Let the trade war come. Bring it on, baby. Bring it on. We need small, sustainable businesses to build up. We need all you professionals who have your lifestyles based in slavery and forced labor. We need you to come back to some common damn sense. We need you back down on the ground with us. You've been too little too high on the plantation too long. The doctors and dentists, and engineers and lawyers, y'all been up there on the porch getting a little too much Kool-Aid for too long. It's a little too cool and delicious. You need to come down here where it's hot. Come down here where it's hot with the white and black and Hispanic slaves. Y'all need to come down here with the forced labor in Mexico. Y'all need to come on down here with the Congo. Y'all need to come down here with South Africa ain't got no damn water because all the water is being siphoned off from Cape Town to go to the wineries so they can sell high expensive wine all over the world. Y'all need to come back to some damn reality. That's what you need to do. You need to get out here, link arms with the white nationalists and link arms with the black nationalists. All the poor people come together, poor people unite. Woo! Revolution, revolution, and not doing the damn thing. Just let the castle burn. Let the colonial ships burn. Let it all fall damn apart. Let poor people, we all just got to come together. Just love fest, love each other, love each other's kids. And y'all go back to fighting over your racisms later. Later. After we have the world we want, y'all. After we have a world that is for human beings, that is humanitarian. Oh, Ty had a good video yesterday too. Y'all got to watch Ty's video. I posted it. I love how truth just come out, just fall up all out somebody's mouth. I love it. I love it. You just got to say the damn truth. Say the damn truth. Let the chips fall where they may. And I was looking, the other thing they were talking about gun control. Like, I'm like, y'all, can y'all quit with gun control? Y'all even, but that Trump is buying into it. The brother he has the game companies going to Washington today or tomorrow. Even that, he isn't buying into. I'm just like, oh my gosh. You know, you think, oh, let me go back to the castle. I go back to the castle burning, y'all. The castle is burning. Just embers is flying. Just lords jumping out the windows, and the fools and the jokers just grabbing bales of water, trying to bail them out. What the hell is wrong with y'all? Let it burn. Let it burn, people. Let it fall. There is no such thing as too big to fail. If you're too big, damn it, you need to fail. But you know what? And it's not like an anti-big business thing. It's not even an anti-mid. There are some mid businesses that get to exist. There are some mid-sized and even maybe some big corporations that actually have decent, sustainable models that will survive this. But let the market collapse. Let the dollar collapse. Let it all just come on down. I want to see corsets just on fire. I want to see all the lords running around in their dresses. I want to see their dresses on fire. I want to see, let it come down, y'all. Let it come down. Stop being silly. Stop. All right. I know that was a big intro. I had a lot to say. There's a whole lot of silly stuff in the news today. I'm going to have a little fun. I did a 4-hour live stream yesterday. I can't believe that mess doesn't happen. It's just silliness, silliness, silliness. Anyway. Oh, Ty has some good. I forgot. I got so excited this morning. I heard some of the silly news. I forgot some of Ty's quotes from yesterday. Oh, it just had me rolling. Let it burn. Who we got in the house this morning? Who we got in the anti-colonialism house this morning? The anti-professional moron house. Well, all right. Hold on. I'm rough on professionals sometimes. All professionals aren't fools. They're not. There's some professionals who get it, but there's something about that indoctrination. It takes the common sense out of their heads, and it ropes them into a society that requires slavery. And they won't call it slavery. They'll call it a bunch of other things, but it's the same daggone thing. Whew. All right, let me come down. I'm coming down. Coming down. All right. Ooh, all right. Kumbaya. All right. Who we got in the house this morning? We got brother Steven in the house. What's happening, Steven? Olga, let it burn. It's snowing, Olga. That's right. Let it burn. Let it burn while it's snowing. Brother Raymond's in the house. We got Jasmine and Renee and Crystal. And let me see. What, Steven? Hope you're having a great morning. I'm having a good morning. I got my coffee going on, got my natural creamer. I'm getting out of slavery too, Steven. Look at this. Look at this. Brother, look at this. This is coffee with no purchased creamer in it. I make my creamer now from almond milk and maple syrup. And it doesn't taste as good as the chemicals and the cow milk and all the crap that they put in the fake creamer. But damn it, I've given up creamer slavery. I'm drinking that. I've given up my support from slavery and creamer. It makes me feel good, Steve. It makes me feel good not to be a slaver no more. Let consumerism die. But I'm doing my part. Every time I find a part, I'm going to do my part. Sister Sharon, good morning. Welcome back. Jennifer and Mary, Jonathan, Betty, Rick, Raymond is in the house. Seda, Augustine, Elizabeth, Deborah is in the house too. Donnell and Lynn as usual. Okay, we got a quorum this morning. Raymond, Dave, apologies if I missed some call outs. Brother Walt's in the house and Mary. All right. Woo! Boy, I tell you what, it's been a funny morning. Let me get off of this fire. Hopefully, hopefully we get to a place where we go ahead and let all that nonsense burn. Let it burn on down. Let me see. I got my comments so people can see that. We are on multiple platforms. We are ready to go. All right. A lot of silly stuff. I got Alexis on though, y'all. Oh man. I'm into some Alexis slavery, but if you saw the news today, people upset at Alexis all over the planet, y'all. You know what Alexis is doing? And wait a minute. No, I can't go there. I can't go there. Nope. I'm not going there yet. I'm not going there. Alexis doing some dumb stuff. Geek Squad doing dumb stuff. I'm not surprised though. So we're going to talk about a little bit of that. But where I want to start this morning, let's go back to colonialism. I want to go back to the high seas. The high seas. Ty in the house. Good morning, Ty. You always got me laughing. Oh my goodness. Yesterday, I don't know how you put so many truth bombs in one damn stream. I don't know how you fit it in. I'm trying to take notes. I can't even take notes fast enough. Great video yesterday. I really appreciate it. It made my day, made me smile, made me feel good, knowing it's a whole bunch of people out here just waking up. If y'all haven't watched Ty's videos, y'all need to watch them. If you want like a long 3-hour live stream, watch me. You ain't got nothing to do with your life. You're just bored. Just want to watch a silly bald dude talk about some stuff. Watch me. But if you like got a busy schedule, you ain't got time for the nonsense, y'all need to just tune in to Ty, watch the video, and you got it. All right, so anyway, on to slavery this morning. So, so they didn't caught Tillerson. Where was Tillerson at? Tillerson in Africa, y'all. He in Africa. Oh, Lord, here we go. See what he talking about.
Tillerson.
Don't clap.
The U.S. Secretary of State will visit the capitals of Ethiopia, Djibouti, Kenya, Chad, and Nigeria. Tillerson says the U.S. wants to show its commitment to African development.
This administration seeks to deepen our partnership with Africa with an aim of making African countries more resilient and more self-sufficient.
Not that
the trip
either.
was first announced in January, shortly after Donald Trump allegedly used a profanity to describe African countries.
I'm going to stop there because stop. That's fake news. And stop now. He did not use the profanity to target African countries. He used profanity to wake everybody the hell up and let you know, dummies, that we destroyed all these nations. Don't fight with him over what he said. He's a rich prick billionaire. He doesn't love Africa. He loves his rich friends. I know my Trump friends going to be mad at that, but that's just the truth. But the reality is he said the truth. Haiti is a doo-doo hole. Africa is a doo-doo hole. Middle East is a doo-doo hole. How do I know? Because I live in the West and I got a lot of friends who live there. And they tell me the truth all the damn time. We screwed their countries up. Listen to your damn president when it comes to this. He's silly and a fool, but he is not wrong about these doo-doo holes. And then go back to Tillerson. Now, this is all a lie because all Tillerson is doing what the administration before him doing. They done rolled out Africa because they're trying to make it a strong slave continent again. you know, which is why they killed Gaddafi. They killed, not, was it Gaddafi? No, Gaddafi, yeah, from Libya. They killed him to restart the slave trade because he was going to try to do the whole continent-wide currency, gold-based currency for Africa. Are you crazy? You can't let all them monkeys and pagans and people who don't look like monkeys and pagans, you can't let all them take over the world. If they actually, do you know how rich African countries are in minerals? Boy, listen, if you have not, what's the name of that movie? Oh, the name, it's a new movie. What is the name? Black Panther. If you have not, oh, you got, oh, you got to watch Black Panther. Don't listen and go watch it. Don't worry about who's in the theater. All this drama about, oh, this movie for us. Don't go watch it. Everybody go. It's the funniest thing I've ever seen in my life. I love it. Because you know what happened after Black Panther? Oh, I don't know where this is going to go, y'all. This is going a couple places. So Hillary Clinton has something to say after Black Panther. It was something positive about the movie, something good. I don't even remember what it was because she crazy as all hell. So I don't try to remember. I don't keep that in my mental Rolodex. But I'm sitting there, you know what Black Panther, the whole movie was about, the whole summary of the whole movie? It was about fighting what the Clintons did. That's what the whole movie was about. Clintons done destroyed the whole planet. They done got racism and like consumerism and colonialism. They're going. They done destroyed America with the crime bill, and they just destroyed the African Americans in America. And the whole movie was about a young brother who grew up in it, who was pissed off, went to Africa to get the alien tech. Oh, spoiler alert. Spoiler. Okay, that's a spoiler alert. All right, I'm gonna stop. Watch the movie. It's hilarious. It is not what you think. It was a good movie. Now, I'm not sure I like how it ended though. I don't know how cause you know, but you know, it took you to extremes, right? Because you grew up angry because you didn't like what the Democrats did with all this social engineering, just reorchestrating slavery and mass incarceration, just the top of destroying the country. But then, you know, he was angry. Oh, this is a spoiler. Dang it, I can't say it. All right, I'm gonna give y'all one more week. I'm gonna give y'all one more week to watch the movie. I loved it too. And y'all ignorant talking about this movie for us. Don't let white people watch it. Shoot, I watched it with all white people and I loved it. That's right. They my brothers and cousins. I love you some white people. Love you some black people, brown people, yellow people, purple, all colors. I love them. I went to go watch the movie. I laughed the whole time. I enjoyed it. Because there's so many political statements. Sometimes I think Hollywood releases information to let us know how dumb we are. Good movie. Go see it. It's just a Marvel movie. It ain't about no racism and nothing. It was just a good movie. It talked about what colonialism did to the world. So I'm sorry, we back. We talking about Tillerson and colonial. Oh, it's all related. That's why I love it. I love it. You know what? Somebody asked me. They said, you know what? Are you a comedian? I am not even half a comedian. It's politicians damn funny. That's what's funny. All you got to do is say what they do and say what they say. And it's hard to stop laughing. Oh my goodness, I'm like yelling, hold, let me bring my voice down. I get excited. Because it all connects. It is all related. It's funny as hell. And it amazes me. So let me keep going. Hold on.
Other than that sentiment, which the president denies having expressed, this is one of the few
Don't deny it. Say the truth.
The president has made about the continent.
I have so many friends going to your countries.
They're not friends.
Trying to get rich.
Yeah, they're trying to get rich.
President Trump has ever been to Africa, that he knows very much about the continent at all.
Hold on, I'm going on a limb here. I'm going to go out on a limb. I don't even know who Ruben Brigantine is. I'm probably going to get in trouble for this. But 99.9999% of the time, when you see somebody who's in a powerful position in an African country, they're sellouts. I'm going to tell you, now there's a couple that's not. I'm going to go out on a limb because what it means is that they're making deals with the West and the West corporations. Remember economic hitmen and how we set up their puppet governments and they repress the people? If you speak to me from an African, Middle Eastern, South American, any of these countries, and you got a nice suit and the people in your country live in dirt and grass huts, I don't want to hear any damn thing you got to say. But I'm going to let him say something. He might be a good brother, though. I know. I'm going to go out on a limb, though. I'm going to go out on a limb because most of these governments there, they're corrupt as our governments here because our governments corrupt them. This is how the debt-based monetary colonizing forced labor slavery system works so you could have cheap clocks that you can buy from Walmart. So, all right, I'm gonna let him say something. I'm gonna shut up. I'm gonna shut up. I know y'all want me to shut up. I'm gonna let him say something.
And nor does he appear particularly interested in learning, which is the great irony, because for
That's true.
An administration such as his,
He don't want to
which
learn.
is trying to grow economic relationships around.
He's a rich prick. Of course he doesn't want to learn. But the last president wouldn't learn neither. The last president wouldn't learn neither. None of them want to learn because they don't give a damn. That's not the job. The job is to make a lot of money for the wealthiest people all over the world. That's the job.
Means of improving American businesses. There is
American big business.
At a State Department background briefing about Tillerson's trip, officials, though, were keen to emphasize the U.S. sees more in Africa than U.S. corporate profits and military bases.
I'm not even gonna finish with that because y'all already know. I think sometimes I talk to the converted, like y'all already get the truth, so I won't even show the rest of it. So they went on to talk about some bull, right? So you know, AFRICOM, Obama put AFRICOM in Africa, and all that was about because he had black skin. Y'all trusted him, so he got his portion of slavery going over there. So they got the military in Niger and countries that people don't even know where they're at. Congressmen don't even know where the military's at over there, killing, murdering people, making sure they did the same thing in South America, making sure they prop up the fake governments. Anywhere they got a government that's not doing deals with U.S. markets and Western markets, they're sending all the AK-47s that they're taking from the Americans to send over there to give to the 14-year-olds to get them to start and destabilize those countries. So it's all some bull. But the thing that I found that was interesting from this morning's news, and I'll post the link so y'all can watch it all yourself. Call me a liar if you want to. It's how I see it. Is they were over there because they're mad at China. Now, why are they mad at China? Why America mad at China? And they're over there because they're mad at Russia. Because Russia interested in Africa too. Russia's putting infrastructure there. China is putting big time infrastructure and investing there. And America can't have none of that. Hell no, America. So they're sending the military. Now, personally, my personal opinion is America's not fighting China, and China's not fighting America, and Russia ain't fighting anybody. They put all this stuff out because we get all hooping and hollering because they want to tap into your nationalism. They want to tap into your tribalism, get you yelling and screaming for one side. But I just see one big circle jerk where they all getting in a circle. They all got their Vaseline and they all just going to screw the hell out of Africa. That's what I see. Or no Vaseline. Maybe, I don't know, it got some spikes in it, some cactus juice. I don't know what it is, but they're going to screw Africa. Africa don't believe anything they got to say. That's right. I'm talking to Africa right now. Africa, they lying. Look at their resume. Look at China resume. Look at America resume. Look at Russia resume. All I said resume. Let me drink a little coffee. I don't even think resume a word. Don't believe it. Don't believe. Look at our country. They screwing our country up. They're lying. They're screwing China up. Russia's screwing Russia up. Don't believe it. They're all together. But you know what? Sometimes I don't think they know. I don't think the government knows that the people who tell them what to do are all the same people. I don't think that you got a cabal that sits over top of Russia, China, and America telling them what to do. And they're just playing them like little pawns. And then you got the little people in the countries that vote for them playing, they're like little pawns. And to me, it's just a big screw. America's the military. China's doing the investment, building out the infrastructure, the industry and everything. Russia's got some military going down there. I think France actually has military. Well, they've always had, France was always a big slaver. They just had tons of military all there. And all it is to screw all the people who are there from making any damn money on all the minerals they got there. One of the wealthiest mineral countries in the world is it the Congo? It's either the Congo, Zaire, one of them countries that they then just destroyed. It doesn't really matter because the countries actually don't exist. You're talking about thousands of different tribes that they just took and put together in big globs and call it a country. That's a lie too. That's all just some colonial BS. But the point is they got more minerals. They could buy the world. And I think that's what scares the oligarchs. They got trillions and trillions of dollars in coltan, gold, tin, copper, all the minerals down there. And they're scared of Africa because if the African people get together and they actually take back their continent, they can buy the military back from the oligarchs. And then the U.S. military will be fighting for Africa. And it's not going to be any better because they're going to slave you too. But that's just how this works. It's how it works. It's just you can't let any group have major power over people. What this is all about, it's about self-determination. Leave people the hell alone. Let people do their thing in their life, in their drawers, in their house, on their land, and leave them the hell alone. But we can't seem to agree that it's a good idea to let people have free will, so we want to tell them what to do. We're okay with the colonialism. All right, before I get on to the next news, because it's some funny news. Oh, it's fun. Actually, you know what? Let me look at some comments. I can't believe it. I'm just like, really? We live in a police state and y'all don't know what Geek Squad is up to? Like, hold on. I gotta find my surprise face. Hold on, where my surprise face at? I gotta find my surprise face. Because y'all know better than this. People, we're not this dumb. We should know better. We know what Geek Squad has always been up to. I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna preface this one. If you live in a police state where 90-some% of the people always vote for two parties that want a enhanced police state, every administration, a police state's going to get rolled out better, bigger, more corrupt. They're going to make sure social media only says what they want them to say. They're going to make sure all the news is a lie. Everywhere you hand your computer, your smartphone, whatever it is, they're going all through it. And if they have, I don't know, corporation, let's say we'll call them Best Buy, and they're not on the trick, on the scam, they're going to give them your tax dollars to go through your phone to get your naked pictures, to get the naked pictures of your wife and your husband and all the little nasty, dirty stuff that y'all know y'all got on there. And if they don't find no kitty porn, they're going to put some kitty porn on there and they're going to get you in trouble. But the real people with the, I done told the secret. The real people with the real kitty porn, oh, they're going to just go right past. They ain't going to pay no damn attention. Because police states don't care about kitty porn. They care about shutting you the hell up if you're saying the truth. They're not looking to say, all right, I got to show the news. I'm getting all riled up. I'm a little riled up this morning. I'm going to calm down, let the news say something. Liars. Oh, they're not going to say nothing on this one. I'll let you read it. So they got caught. Documents show the Bureau worked on the employees for over a decade. One memo reveals that in September 2008, Best Buy hosted a meeting with the FBI, cyber working something. The memo states that the local FBI division has maintained close liaison with Geek Squad management in efforts to glean case initiations to support the divisions of cybercrime something, and the relationships and they working together and they corrupting. Hold up, oh my goodness. Wow, honey, come here. Did you know? It kind of feels like we might be in a police state. Did you? Oh my goodness, I'm surprised. People, you just I think it's so funny, man. It's hilarious. It is hilarious to me. Police states don't care about your little kitty porn and whatever you're doing. They don't care nothing about your naked pictures. They care about shutting down anybody that dissents against the state. That's what it's all about. They're not trying to keep you safe. I was watching the news and they were talking about, I think it was Fox News, and they were talking about how, oh, well, they're keeping us safe. They're going to go get the child molesters and people who have child abuse on their laptops, and they're going to just take care of us, and because they love us, and they don't screw us, and they give us Vaseline when they do, and they kiss us, and they give us a reach around. And I know I'm a little explicit, but I'm just like, this is crazy. They don't care nothing about that. That is not how a police state has ever worked in the history of the United States, of the earth, of the slave colony, of the planet, of the Milky Way galaxy. It doesn't work that way. They want to shut you up. They want to go through your stuff. They want to find anything they can to shut you up. So if you ever get caught that you saying something that you don't, listen, let me tell you how this works. I used to work in corporate America. I probably worked for your corporation. I did a little outsourcing. Oh my goodness. I work for a lot of the Fortune 500. Let me tell you something. Y'all sitting at work right now. Y'all watching this brown, bald dude talking some nonsense. They're recording this right now. Right now. And you know what they're doing? They're taking it, they're getting the metadata, and they're sticking it in a file in a database, and they're putting your name right on it. Chris Lewis, they write your name right on there, right there. They're Stephen Jones, right there. They write Lynn Ellen. I getting all y'all. Kier Kirby. They're just writing all your names down. Take it, and we know what we did. We put in a little database. That's right. I used to be a sellout. Sellout. We are some sellouts. I used to be a sellout. I work for the big business. We put it right in the database, and you know what it would do? We just leave it there till you talk about somebody in power's mama. Till you do something against the CEO, you do something that we don't like, you say something that we didn't appreciate, and that's how we fire you. That's how we get you. We pull that data up. Say, remember back in 1972, you went on this website and you looked at this, you did this, you sent an email, and you're fired. So when you try to go get your lawyer to fight, they fired me for no reason and come back, they got all the data. This is what the FBI does. This is what your security agencies do. They don't do anything to help you. They're not looking out for you. The last time the FBI helped us was with the biker gangs. And the worst thing about the biker gangs is a lot of them were constitutionalists. Now, there were a lot of thugs in them too, but after that, the FBI became corrupt like with all the rest of them. But this is what happens when you don't control your government. When your government doesn't give a damn about what you say, you keep voting for less control because you want to get back at the other poor people on the other side. They get so mega powerful that when a mass shooter's about to shoot up something and they see him coming, they don't give a damn. And they don't even look at the data. They don't want to investigate it because that's not what they're there for. You know, and it's not that the FBI are bad people. It's just not the job. The job is not to protect your little white butt, your little brown butt, your little purple butt, your little what other color butts. We got all kind of purple color butts because y'all are silly on the race and color. They're not there for you. They are there for the oligarchs. Well, let's be honest. Okay, so the investigators are there for their supervisors. They're there for their managers. The managers are there for the directors. The directors are there for the vice presidents. The presidents are there for the congressmen. The congressmen are there for the oligarchs. The oligarchs are there for the aliens. Everybody knows this. Like, come on, man. You know who runs the world. It's not us. It's not us because we too stupid. We still fighting with each other. Oh, Ty got me going, y'all. Y'all got to watch Ty's video. It's funny. Just throw truth out there. Just hitting people in the jaws. I appreciate that video from last night. It wasn't last night, the day before yesterday. I forgot the day, but I posted it. Something else dumb. Whole bunch of dumb stuff in the media this morning. Something else was silly. Oh, Lord have mercy. Lord, I got to show you something. Let me show you something. I'm going to show you something. Look at this. Like we did. I got to get another surprise face. I got to get another. I'm running out of surprise faces. We in a police state, and somehow somebody's surprised that Alexis is always listening. Alexis been laughing at people, y'all. Hold on, watch this. Is this one gonna talk? Amazon Alexis devices. Back to Jeff Bezos. We can't get Jeff out the news. Let me blow that up. Y'all can't see that. They do randomly response to basic commands because they're always listening. And so it's not, nuh-uh, that's not true because I read the manual. And the manual said Alexis doesn't listen all the time. Alexis goes off. How do you think Alexis comes on? Well, you say, wait a minute, how you say Alexis. You say Alexis, and she turns on, and then that's when she starts listening. But how does she know that you called her name? It's like some of y'all sneaking around on that husband or that wife. Y'all on the phone, y'all talking, you got the little in the corner, talking to somebody sneaking. You want to know if she listening? You're like, Lisa? Baby. Oh, you still awake? Okay. She always listening. If she respond, she awake. She know you down there talking to Kim, you in trouble. Damn it. If Alexis is listening, if she heard you call her, if you say Alexis, she always listening. Like right now, I'm gonna tell you something. And because my brother, he little sellout bastard, he did this to me, got me like, if I say, hey Google, you can't hear it, but in the background, you heard a little bloop, 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 bloop. Why? Because Google always listening to my black booty. Always listening. Why? Because I'm lost in it. I know. I got trapped, yo. I like music. I do. I come home from work. I come home from slavery. I'm tired, man. I've been carrying my cotton bags all damn day. I walk in the door. I want to hear some Bob Marley. Sometimes I want to hear some Nora Jones. Sometimes I want to hear some Iron and Wine. Sometimes I want to hear some Luther Vandross. Sometimes I want to hear something that just nice and kind and sweetness that don't make me think about slavery. And so I say, hey, Google, play Bob Marley. You know, and it's like, don't worry. Glook, 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 and I start feeling happy and stuff. I know, because I'm lost in my slavery a little bit too. But my brother did that to me, bastard. He even got me that, and I'm hooked on it. But I'm not confused. When I say, hey, Google, Google knows, because Google listening right now. They listening right now in the data center right now. Like, this mother, what he saying? What he saying? He ain't saying no bullshit yet. What he say? Okay, net neutrality, y'all. Somebody called the ISP, shut him down. He didn't say something about Russian oligarchs. I know. I learned my lesson. That's why I don't make no videos about Russian oligarchs. They have shut me off. I learned my lesson. I know what I'm not supposed to talk about. I don't say nothing about no false flags neither. Nope. I'm a sellout. That's right. But I'm a sellout. I'm not going to say, I know what I'm supposed to say. I'm not confused, y'all. I know that I'm in the field. I play the... I'm not confused. Hear that creepy that? So this is what happened. I ain't tell you what happened. I got excited. So Alexa's been laughing at people, y'all. They just having regular conversations. People talking about, what did Kim say? Kim said, oh yeah, what did Bobby do? And Bobby did that. I don't know. Bobby's up to something. And all of a sudden Alexa, and that's exactly how I sound, because I just played it. You know that's how I sound. Why is she laughing, y'all? Why is she laughing? Because she's listening. That's why she's laughing. This is what's called a glitch. I'm going to go out on another ledge today. Alexa is always listening. Your smartphones are always listening. And no, they're not listening for the key words, the key phrases, none. No, because who says on accident, hey, Google, in the middle of a damn conversation? Nobody. If Alexa ain't in the room, somebody name Alexa with some braids or something, bamboo earrings, you ain't saying the name Alexis. She has no reason to be laughing. She's laughing because she's listening, because they're always on, right? That's how this works. This is a police state. And so, and I'm gonna go out on the next part of the ledge. So what's she laughing at? She's laughing because she's actually listening to the conversation. She's not listening to keywords. This is what Elon Musk was telling you about, but y'all wasn't listening to it. I got a friend. I'm sorry, it's funny to me. I have a friend, his name is Elon's Musk. I thought it was so funny. I had to send him a friend invite. His name is Elon's Musk. It's funny. Not funny if you're Elon, if you're listening. It's not funny, man. I don't laugh at y'all. I don't laugh at billionaires, because Elon, man, he could send a robot over here right now. I'd be gone. But this is what I think. Alexa is always listening. And they have a glitch in the software, because you know what they're doing? They are training AI to listen to your conversations and to have emotional responses and do something in the background. I guarantee you, I will go out on a ledge, because how do I know this is what they're doing? Because I've been in IT management for a very long time. It is what I would do. I would do the same thing Facebook was doing when they were using no, it wasn't Facebook. It was because they shut me off. It was fake book. It was minds.com did this. Facebook didn't do it. You know what they did? They were watching your day. Your camera was on. They were determining through the faces that whether you were happy, I'm sad, I'm this. Y'all remember that? They did that because they showed you your feed, and they were trying to change your day. They were trying to change your emotional state. So if you did a post in the morning, I wake up in the morning, I'm happy, love everybody, love Jesus, and you post your post, happy, it goes in a database and says, Mandy is happy. Okay, can we test the software, see if we can make Mandy sad? And they show you your feed from your friends that they put a little sad face on. And they do that to see if by the end of the day or by lunchtime, if Mandy posts something and Mandy is sad. Because they're learning how to control your emotions. They're learning how to control you. The software is learning. The same thing I would do with Alexa, Google, all the rest of them. I would have them always running. I'd have them listening to the conversation, and I would have them in the background just putting data into the database about the conversation, what you're talking about, how it's going, if it is true what they're saying, and some sort of endpoint to the conversation. Why? Because I'm training AI. The fastest way to train AI is not to hire 20,000 people and have them talk to it. It's to have you talk to it. It's to have it listen to you. And that's what all these talking devices are for. Yes, thank you, Lynn. They're spying on you. They're listening to you. They're training AI in the background, and they're going through the database to determine what's going on. but they have a software glitch. And what is that glitch doing? It's laughing at your black booty. That's what it's doing. Or your white booty, or your purple booty, or your yellow booty. Whatever color you ain't putting no lotion on. You might all have white booties this morning. But anyway, don't use the lotion. It's chemical. They put chemicals in, it's pesticides, and you don't want no cancer in your butt. I knew a guy once, he had cancer in his butt. It was not, and it's not funny. You do not want a tumor on your butt. So listen, that's what this is about. And I think it's funny. I'm laughing, but it's not funny. It's not, let me do this. All right. I'm done talking about the colonialism. And what time is it? Sometimes I'd go late. I might talk a little bit this morning, but that's what this is all about. All the trade wars is all about colonialism. You want small business, you want local business, you want to get away from this. Trade wars are good. Tariffs are great. It's phenomenal when the countries don't work together. You don't want them working together because the people in their country are starving. Like, here's a good example. The brother that was just on the news thing. If you got a nice suit and the people in your country ain't got nice suits, you ain't got nothing to say. If you're selling tomatoes to America and you live in Mexico and people in Mexico can't afford to buy tomatoes, if one child on one little house somewhere can't buy tomatoes, you ain't got no business trading tomatoes to anybody else. That's why we shouldn't be involved in any global trade. We're screwed up on a local level. How can we go to a global level? How does it make any damn sense? If your house is effed up, just done. You got slavery all over your nation. You're putting kids in prisons. You got poor people. What did it was an article I put out the other day. They were saying America's falling to new impoverished levels. No, it ain't. No, it ain't. America been poor a very long time. They just took those poor people and put them deep under a pile of leaves where you don't get to actually know that they were there. They were always there. They were in the trailer parks and the ghettos where you don't ever go and you don't look because you got a nice suit. You can't be seen driving to the trailer park. You don't want nobody to know you got an uncle that lives there, a cousin, because you smell too good. You got a nice car. You don't want to go to the ghetto. You don't want to see how people live because you just don't want to know it exists. You want to have your corporate blinders on where you're not a part of all this, and you are. So, but the point is this: if your house is effed up, you ain't got no business in anybody else's house. You don't have no business telling them how to run their house. You don't have no business doing deals with corporations in their house. And you need to be taking care of your own house. And this is the problem that America has. And the biggest issue I have with the West is that they're just a slavery-based, screwed up, crazy, foul, bought, purchased, looting operation of a government. If they come to your town, if you're on the coast, if you're on the coast, I don't know, Peru somewhere, you on the coast. Did they hit Peru yet? I don't know if they got Peru. And y'all see this ship behind me come up and got an American flag on it, got a British flag, got a Belgian flag, got whatever, got one of them flags on it. They do not come with love. They are not coming to do good things in your country. They're not coming to bring infrastructure. It could have a China flag on it, could have a Russia flag on it. They're not coming to do anything but bring the bull shizzle from their nation and deploy it in your nation. And they got the money to do it. And you got sellouts in your country that they will put in government that will keep you all in bondage. They'll destroy your culture. They'll burn up all your ethnic relics and documents and everything. So you forget how to take care of yourself. You forget how to grow food. You forget how to have a gift-based society. And they will bring you into our debt-based labor, forced labor-based slavery, insanity system where they put kids in prison for profit. All right. I know. I don't think I breathed once, did I? There was no breath in that. It wasn't no breath in that. I'm gonna switch my background. I'm saying let it burn, people. Let it burn. Don't let morons who are telling you that this system is good have any voice in a conversation. Let it burn. Like, there's a couple ways to say the word Bale. Let me go back to the cat. Y'all see this right here? Let the Lord's and the King's castle burn. If you see anybody trying to bail it out with a bailout or some water, punch a hole in the bottom of the damn bucket. Don't let them do it. They're fools and they're morons. What do I mean by that? When somebody starts to tell you the next puppet they're going to replace the other puppets with. When somebody starts telling you, we can fix the Nazi party from within, don't believe it. we're going to fix the Democrat Party. No, don't believe. We're going to fix the Republican Party. Don't believe it. They're lying. We're going to fix the left from within. No, don't believe. We're going to fix the right. You can't fix the lords and the kings. Their whole existence is based on getting serfs A and the serfs in community B fighting each other, so they have no damn say when the cavalry and the dragoons, what do they call it, the dragoons, and the lords and the kings come down. So, because if they put the fire out, it's going to look like this. So I'm saying don't bail, but bail. Bail the hell out. Not them, but you. Bail the hell out of their bullshit. Bail the hell out of their lies. Bail the hell out of their false truth and their true-ish statements. Bail the hell out of their selective information, their selective tribalism, their selective, which poor people are more poor, which kids are bad to shoot, which kids are okay to shoot. Get out of that selectivism. Don't let morons have the conversation. Take away their microphones. This is what a castle actually should look like, y'all. We should be like the future I see and the future I want. I want a future. I love history. Y'all know that. I talk about history, y'all. I love some history. We need to be looking back at today like it was a bad memory. The castles need to have vines and ivy snaked down them and moss. The kids need to be walking through these castles in future school trips, because the schools only got 3 people in them now. The schoolhouses, 15 kids are local. They actually teach critical thought, not math, science, and English. They teach things that actually help the world, not just prepare you to be a slave in working for corporations that are destroying the world. They go through a field trip through the castle and they'll look and say, look, honey, look, kids, this is what we used to do. We used to build big, massive structures to keep the poor people out of them. And after they weren't big walls and castles with guards and bricks, they actually they were more metaphorical. They called them political parties. They had things called talking points. They had selective outrage. And the castles were formed on all of these lies, where millions of people were murdered all over the planet. All of them. Thank you, Walt. Where they blamed Russia. They blamed just fallacies and fantasies to keep people on the side. They kept the poor people all fighting over lies. But the good thing is, one day, the world woke up. One day, the poor people figured out it was all a scam. They stopped joining in their little tribal groups. They all got together and they brought about the end to the billionaires' world. Just in time, too, boys and girls, just before they became trillionaires, just before they continued on the first artificial extinction of the history of the planet. And they all got to live. So now we're just walking through all their mansions and their castles, and this is how they used to live. I know they used to live in these little castles. They used to live in these little mansions. And now you guys today have massive, you guys got endless Lamborghinis and Ferraris that you drive all for free. Yep, because we took all the automation of the day that they use for greed and we started making houses. And so now you can have anything you want. The robots make it. They're not AI, so they don't give a damn. And the human race actually evolved out. So come on, boys and girls, let's get back on the ship and we're going back home. We're going back to Mars, but this is how things begun on Earth. That's what this is supposed to be. That's where we're supposed to go with this. All right, I'm gonna go to the comments now. Let's see how much trouble I'm in today. I'm sure I done pissed a lot of people off. I don't believe it, y'all. I don't buy it. I'm trying to pay attention and I'm listening to my kids and not my kid. Well, yeah, my kids are smart. I listen to them too. I listen to my friends. They say a lot of very smart, intelligent things. I'm not smarter than anybody else, and I don't pretend I'm smarter than anybody else. I know the things that I know, and I don't know the things that I don't know. And if I don't know, I shut up and I listen to smart people who do know. The things that I do know, I know that I actually probably don't even know those things sometimes because the whole society's lying about every damn thing. So I don't take any strong positions on anything other than today is broken. Today is sick. And we have a lot of sick people who have microphones who are holding the whole thing up. So don't bail them out, y'all. Let the castles burn. There'll be a couple castles left. We can go tour them and our kids will go and see how stupid we used to be when we stopped listening to our grandparents, when we stopped listening to our parents. But let's let today become an old bad memory. Let's let it become, I know, I feel like I'm preaching. I got to give me an amen sound. Because somebody got a good amen sound. Because I'm like, amen. So I have in the background. All right. I'm going to go down and look at some comments, put my coffee down. That's the end of my rant. Now I'm going to just look at discussion points and just talk to stuff. That's the end of my rant. If you're on the cotton plantation, you can go back to picking cotton. Now's the discussion part. And I don't know, this might turn into a 4-hour long. No, I'm not doing that again. It's not going to be 4 hours. It might be, but I'm going to see what everybody's saying. So if you got to go back to picking cotton, thank you for joining the broadcast. We love you. We appreciate you. Don't get whipped for us. Don't do it. Just make sure you pick your cotton. Turn it in at the end of the day, because we're all slaves. You understand what I'm saying? You need to talk to one of my friends on my friends list, and they'll explain it to you. We are all slaves. And it is chattel slavery. So don't come at me with, oh, but it's not bad. It's chattel slavery. Do you know how many people get raped around this world today? Yeah, because in chattel slavery, they used to rape the slaves. Do you know how many people are raped in our wars around the world every day? Do you? Nope, because neither do I. But it's a lot. It's too many. If it's one person, one child being taken into forced slavery and sex slavery because we destabilize their country and their towns, that's too damn many. Too damn many. So you want to say, oh, but chattel slavery, we did the slavery because they couldn't get out of it, because the next generation couldn't get out of it. Are you in it? Were your parents in it? Did you actually get out of it? No, you didn't. This is chattel slavery. Everything they did to the slaves back then, they're doing to multiracial everybody right damn now. Grow up. Grow. Because you don't see them whipping slaves on your plantation doesn't mean they're not whipping slaves. Because you don't see them putting people in the hot box doesn't mean they're doing it in South America. They're doing it in Africa. They're doing it in Palestine. They're doing it all over the world. Russia's doing it too. It's not that they're better. China's doing it too. Slavery never ended. They just made you so dumb that you don't realize it's not over. You're smart though. You're not dumb. You're just ignorant. You don't understand how this works. They keep changing how it looks, right? They keep changing how it looks, so you actually don't know what's going on. You are you're a permanent indentured servant. That's who you are, And then people come with this silliness. Oh, well, it was just one group. It wasn't just one group. Every country, every ethnicity have been in slavery all over this planet. It was permanent indentured servitude. And now you are a permanent indentured servant. You question that? Quit your job right now. Walk out. See what happens. You quit your job. You don't pay your taxes. You can't pay your mortgage. You lose your house. You lose your car. It requires an income in these debt-based societies to live, because you can't live on land. You're not free. You actually don't own it. You got to pay for it. And when you stop paying for it, guess where you go? You become homeless. What do you do for food? You rob, steal. You do what these kids are doing that they put in these prisons all day long. You sell drugs. You grow some cannabis or some plants, and then they put you in prison. You are a slave. So anyway, I don't know how I got back into that rant. It happens. It happens. Something came to mind, I think about the silly conversations I had with people. So I'm gonna look at the comments now. Go back in. I'm gonna exhale. I appreciate y'all sharing. I do. I appreciate y'all sharing. If not my message, share Ty's message. Share somebody else's message. Share the news. Make your own message. But don't just keep supporting the BS. Somebody asked me the other day. All right, I'll say this too. Sister Mary sent me this picture of Bernie. Oh, it was funny as all hell. I'm sorry. It was Bernie in the George Washington costume. And I said, what am I saying? What? She was like, make a meme. I said, what, make a meme out of this? So I made a meme. I was looking at George Washington quotes and stuff. And so I posted. I was having fun, but it was funny to me. And I think somebody asked, one of the brothers asked me, do you still believe in Bernie? And I was like, well, come on now. Let's be fair. I'm going to be honest with you. I liked what Bernie said. I like some of what Bernie said. I actually like some of what Trump said. Believe it or not, believe it. I like some of what Hillary Clinton said. She said some UFO stuff. I like that. I didn't like nothing damn else. Nothing. Because everything else was a lie. So I didn't like none of it. I like some of what Obama said. I actually like some of what Bush said. But I like some of what Bill Clinton said. but I'm going to be perfectly honest with you. Since I was 17 years old, I grew up in a family that didn't let you be an idiot. You had to work hard to be stupid in my family. Not stupid, ignorant. We have a long lineage of handed down distrust of the government. We come from people that never trusted the government. To make people so silly today that people actually trust the government. Every hate that this was born was taught to distrust them. Now, some of them trust them, which we working with them. We love them. Some of them didn't get the message. Since I was 17, I didn't trust the government. I never trusted a politician. Never. So do I trust Bernie or any of them? Do I trust Trump? Do I trust Jill Stein? I don't trust anybody, because politician, the job since the Lord and Vassal and Serf and Joker and King days has all been about oppressing the serfs. I'm a serf. I was born a serf. Everybody, well, most of the people in my family, all serfs. I have no business backing billionaire politicians because they all work for the billionaires. That's the job. So anyway, that's the answer to the question. Do I support Bernie or do I trust Bernie? I don't trust anybody. I'm paying attention. All right, anyway. Sister Kathy said, everybody needs to unplug. Yes, we do. You need to unplug from the system, let it damn go. So if you got to go back to the plantation, go on back. And right now I'm just going to look at some comments and we're going to have some discussion. Because I don't have to go to my plantation today. Snow every damn where. I ain't going to the plant. I ain't picking no damn cotton today. Kier said, Minds too. You know what? Minds, well, no, I think Minds is a good website. I think Minds is still like Reddit. Minds is still like Reddit, where they still support free speech. You know how you know? Because when you log on, you see something you don't want to see. That's how you know you're on a free speech website. Like there was a report they were talking about Reddit. And I've never been to Reddit in my life. It's another website, I guess, that supports free speech. And I was listening to one of the Lion reporters talk about it, but they were talking about when you log, he said, the first time I went to Reddit, I saw a man set himself on fire. And I don't want to see that. I don't think that's good to see. We need to stop this. But the good thing right now is you got a lot of people on social media who are turning on the content that we don't want to see. And they're shutting it down. I like to look at things, you know, and then they say, and they're also shutting down the pornography and they're shutting down this. And I like to think of things. Because I don't like to join a side. I like to do this silly thing called critical thought. Is it a good, do I want to see somebody set themselves on fire? No, I don't. I don't want to see that. Do I need to see a man in a repressive, oppressive, slave-based labor, horrible condition? What did Trump call them? Shithole countries? Do I need to see a man that is so depressed, so horrified by life, by the life that my privileged lifestyle in the United States of America is causing? I do. I don't want to see it, but I need to see it. Do I want to see kids in Yemen starving? No, I don't. Do I need to see it? I need to see it. Do I want to see all the little girls who were sold into slavery, raped and just treated in child marriage after America destroyed Iraq? The Kurds in the northern section? Do I want to see all those kids? And how do I want to see that they were raped and their lives were destroyed? No, I don't want to see it. Do I need to see it? Yes, I do. Why? Because we never lived in a time where adults were so stupid that they didn't want to see the truth. We never lived in a time where adults didn't want to see the horror that happens and they want to live in their false. You know why you don't want to see it? Because you got cold lemonade on the porch on the plantation. You got nice, delicious lemonade sitting up there and you're ignoring what's happening to the slaves and them setting themselves on fire. So do I want to see all the stuff that's on minds.com and Reddit? No, I don't. I want to see it on Facebook too. I want to see it on YouTube too. I want to see it until they don't do it anymore. That's why we need to see this stuff. It's horrible. And it makes, you know what? I always think, but you know, the thing that disturbed me the most, I mentioned, I'm losing my damn voice. I'm so excited this morning. Church, can I get an amen? Amen. I'm so excited I'm losing my voice. I'm sure the speaker cracking because I'm flipping out. But, you know, the thing that got me the most, y'all, the thing that it destroyed my heart, the thing I looked into the most, oh, man, and I want to make sure I get the sister's name who did it. When I started looking at the massacre in Nanking, oh, my God, you need to go out on Ecosia, not on Google, Ecosia, and look up the disaster, the genocide at Nanking, and it hurts. It hurts when you see that they killed 300,000 people, that there were human beings that killed 300,000 beings. It hurt to hear, I think it was Irish, somebody tell me, correct me if I'm wrong, it's Irish Yang or Irish Chang, the reporter, young girl. She was in her upper 20s and she was a reporter and she went and got the truth and she nailed Japan on this. And she told the truth. She went and she interviewed. It's a Nanking is a city in China. I think it's Irish Chang. Somebody posted so we can have the truth. I cried that day. I cried the day when I looked at all of her research. This girl eventually committed suicide. Why would she commit suicide after putting Japan on blast for all the things? Because when you listen to the interviews and the horrors that they face that you will never see on Facebook, you'll never see anywhere else. You'll see on Reddit and you'll see on Minds, because they tweak their content. Well, they don't tweak. They don't do anything to their content. But their content is for adults. Their content is not for little children living in professional slavery-based lives. Their content is for adults. Man, I cried that day. I was hurt. I was hurt. I remember that day. I didn't post anything. I made a video in the morning. And I was done the rest of the day, and it was necessary. You know why it was necessary? Because Irish Chang, whether they killed her, some still think they killed Iris. Some think they killed her. Others think she committed suicide. But either way, I was done. Because when you listen to the testimony that the military, they were told to destroy the people. They were told to not kill them, but to make it hurt. So they went into families, and one of the reports, they went in with guns and they made fathers rape their daughters. Process that. I was done. I had never heard all of the horrible things I've heard in my life. I never heard anything like that. And I saw the other pictures. I saw all the ladies just laid out after they were raped and their bodies just laid out. They made the husbands watch. They made the families watch where these things happen. People, we need to see this stuff. This is why censorship is bad. This is why you people who don't want to see this stuff, you're not good. You're not wholesome. You're not helping. You're hurting. You are helping the 0.01% that are raping and destroying this planet do a better job at it, because you're keeping people on these plantation porches where they got good lemonade. It's nice and cool. They don't have to see Africa. They don't have to see the slavery. They don't have to see the rape, and they're okay with it. To me, I want to see it. It'll ruin my day, but I want to see it. Why? Because I want to know the truth. I want to know what I should be standing up for. And I want to know all the truth, right? So I know not to blame Japan. I know not to blame the nations that do that. I know not to blame the races that do that. I know not to blame the religions that do that. I know not to blame the tribalism, because the problem isn't the tribalism. It's not the tribe. All tribes do this. All tribes that have immense power over the lives of people will do it, because human beings haven't evolved enough to get to a place where our brains can actually be good people when we have total power over other people. It's an old damn quote we heard when we were 10. Power corrupts, and absolute power corrupts absolutely. I don't care how good you think you are. If I were the king of the world right now, I would be oppressing somebody right now somewhere. You don't want to make me king of the world. I can't guarantee my brain has evolved far enough that I should have power over anybody. The only people I got power over are my kids. Damn it. I tell them all the time. I told my son this morning he's a slave. I told him this. I finally fixed my hot water heater, y'all. Whew, it feels good to take a hot shower, man. It was a hard couple weeks, but I don't believe in this slave technology and supporting it. If I can fix it, I'm gonna fix it. I finally fixed it, so I told my son this morning. I said, yeah, son, you can take a hot shower. You didn't help me neither. You know, y'all didn't help me. I did it on my own. I used to help my father do all this stuff. I said, I ain't having no more of y'all. I had y'all so y'all would help me on the farm. Y'all ain't helped me on no damn farm. That's the only reason we have kids, for slavery. Yeah, Daddy, we just slaves to you. Yeah, damn it. You slave. You were slaves to me. You supposed to clean the house, sweep the floors, get your boogers off the sink, you know? All right. Anyway, I don't know how I know how I got, yeah, because Kira was talking about mine. So you know what? So I like sites like that. I do like them because they show the truth. Anybody who shelters you from the truth after you're an adult, they're not good people. They're not up, even they are nefarious. And whether they know that they are heinously deceitful or not doesn't matter. They are heinously deceitful. We need to know how ugly our world is. If we don't, we won't have the passion to make a live stream video screaming at a slave-made laptop from some slave minerals, losing your damn voice in the morning. We need to know how bad it is. Gotta stop acting like children. We can't be children, y'all. All right, so let me look at the comments. All right, we're off to the comments. And I missed a whole bunch of comments. Woo. Let me try to get my voice back a little bit. All right. The only constant is change. That's right, Lola Mar, which is why they don't want change in the right direction. They want change to keep going. Like the only thing that's consistent is change. Things will always change. They've gotten better with slavery, gotten better with indentured servitude. They got better with globalism. The deep state got bigger. The police state gets better all the time. Change always happens. We either are pushing change in a good direction or change is by default being pushed in a bad direction. But it requires adults to actually know the truth, tap into their passion, their love of children, their disgust of rape, their disgust of slavery, their disgust of poor little white kids sitting in the Appalachian Mountains without food to eat, poor little black kids sitting in the ghettos without food to eat, poor little Hispanic kids running over the border, under the border, because they got shovels, y'all. They come to, this is why I don't believe no silly wall. They're going under, they know how to dig. They're not dumb. They're going under the wall because they don't got no damn food in their country, or they can't afford the tomatoes because your lazy butt ain't growing tomatoes because you're buying tomatoes for $3 a tomato at the damn grocery store. And so the farmer in Mexico sell them to America because you don't want to grow them. And so, but you got to have more love. You got to tap into the passion. Those people need to come into your country and tell you how dumb you are. You're not dumb. You're not dumb. I'm sorry. You're not dumb. You're just ignorant. But we're all ignorant. And that's why I don't talk down to anybody. I'm not talking down to you. I used to be ignorant too. But then I turned 17 and I trusted what my uncle said. I trusted what my father said. I trusted what my grandparents said. Don't ever trust them. It's a song out there. Don't trust them. If it ain't a song, need to have a song. Make a song called Kier. Who are my singers? Mariette. All my singers. Y'all need to go make a song. We need a new Robin Hood. Yes, Mary, you are Robin Hood. You are, girl. You are Robin Hood because you all day long you are robbing from the elites. I see your posts. I see your comments all the time. You are Robin Hood. Everybody else, you can be Robin Hood too. Just don't only post with kittens and bunnies and puppies. And it's not against kittens and bunnies and puppies. It's just don't make all your posts kitten, bunnies, and puppies. I love nature. I love growing things. I love kittens. Every now and then, I see the cute kitten picture, the kitten that goes up in the UFO. I like that picture. I love it. I'll post it every now and then. But I make sure I talk about adult things too. I don't just post pictures of my kids, right? I don't just post pictures. Social media can change the world or it can destroy the world. Part of that changing the world for a better place is making sure social media has the ability to speak, to do whatever they want with their platform. So I'm not one to tell Mark Zuckerberg what he's got to do with his platform. It's his platform. My problem is when we have a deep state that can buy a Mark Zuckerberg or force him into doing whatever they want him to do. when we have security agencies that can force Geek Squad into robbing our information from our laptop for them, when we have a deep state that's big enough to get to a Reddit, to get to a minds.com, eventually they will. That's how this works. Lolamar just told you, things always change. They always get better. Eventually, they will shut down Reddit, or they will make Reddit only allow posts of things that they want to show. That the world is just so happy. Bunnies and kittens, y'all. It's everything so pretty. You know, we need to know the truth, but we don't get to know the truth if the 99% stays willfully, artificially ignorant. We are in the fourth mass extinction of our day, but we are in the first artificial extinction of the history of the human race. As far as we know, artificial extinction. You know, I don't think anybody was this dumb in the past, but I don't know. They got megaliths all over this planet, so maybe they are. Maybe some of them were dumb as us. Dumb as a collective. I say we because we are. We are a collective. We, all these billions, not one, all these billionaires, not one is Batman. You know what, Lynn? If Batman shows up, they're gonna kill him. I don't think it's kryptonite, but they got something for him. If Batman shows up in a billionaire costume, they'll get him. I think Elon Musk was okay for a little while, but to be able to send rockets into space, you got to sell out. And so he's going to sell out at some point too. But I think he sold out enough that he was going to give him enough time he can make his rockets so he can get the hell off of this planet. That's why he keeps talking about humanity has to be a multi-planetary species. Why? Because we're dumb. You know, we are still cheering that AI, right? We're still cheering that AI is going to make our lives better. It's not. It's going to make our lives worse. And Elon Musk told us this. He knew what was happening behind the scenes. So he said we need a multi-planetary species. And you might say, oh yeah, I'm not going to support AI. I'm not going to support AI. That's a lie. I'll support AI. How do I know? I'm not giving up my dumb phone. It's a dumb phone because it makes me dumb. I know, but I'm dependent on it. They've built a society that requires you to need the technology. There's no way, if people won't give up a dumb phone that doesn't do thinking, do you think they'll actually give up a smart AI phone? It's not going to happen. Society is based requiring you to need, it's like a car. A lot of people don't own cars anymore. But in society, if you don't live in a city, you have to own a car. People aren't going to, you can find out cars are, I don't know, they put AIs in cars and they're going to do that too. You're not going to give up your car because you need your car to get Becky and Susie to soccer practice, right? You got to go to work. You got to buy food. You got to get to the grocery store because you ain't growing nothing. You don't have no seeds, you know, but they lock us into supporting their next step. Their next step is AI, and the vast majority will support it. Elon must know that. If he was the blue Batman, he's not the blue wasn't Batman blue? I think Batman, the original Batman, was blue, wasn't he blue? But he's not the blue Batman. He's the racist Batman. He's the black one. he's the black, but he's the dark knight. He's the dark one. That's foul. And he's you know, some of the stuff he does is good. Other stuff is bad. Walt says Snopes is for dopes. Yes, it is. Don't post no Snopes on my page. I might delete it. I don't know. I might call you a name. It might happen. I don't like to call people no names, but Snopes is not the truth. They ain't been the truth in a long time. They have some true-ish things on their site, but they're not true. They've been bought too. Same story, Walt, same thing. They buy Reddit, they force them what to do because we've given all this power to people who shouldn't have power, and so they buy all these websites. So eventually they buy me. Like I said, when I'm out here saying support the deep state, you know, when I start saying that, y'all, when I start saying trade agreements are good, we need trade agreements, we need intercontinental. When I start saying that, when you see me making posts, the new iPhone is awesome. When y'all see that, they bought me. They got me. They can get me. They can get everybody, y'all. They'll put me in a hole. They'll take my dog and my kitten, put a gun to it, you know, and I'm gonna just go right along with it. That's why I ain't mad at any of the presidents. I'm not mad. Obama got in office. He thought he's gonna change the world. He got in office. They introduced him to the aliens, and and as soon as they did that, the alien took the death ray and they held it up to what's the dog name? Bo, what's the kids? Sasha, Malia, and Bo. Then put a gun to their head and said, okay, this is how this works, bucko. Because they have all power. They have ultimate power. They can buy any website, they can buy anybody they want, or they just kill them. It's that simple. All right. Oh, Ty said I'm preaching. I ain't preaching, Ty. I'm just trying to regurgitate what you said. I'm just trying to put it back out there in a format that's just well thought out as yours. One day I'll be that smart. I'm not that smart yet. Trust me. Mark said something about pornography. Mark, that's why I'm explicit. They list me as explicit because you saying pornography. But the pornography is not why the FBI has your laptops and all that stuff and Geek Squad. It's because they're downloading all your information. They're downloading where you go, what you did, and they're putting fake information in there. They're putting some fake IP addresses in case they ever need to put you in prison. They got enough to do it. All right. I got to move down in the comments a little bit because I can't see. It's moving too fast. All right. So sick and heartbreaking. Yeah, it is, Jasmine. And we got to get our hearts broke. If we don't get our hearts broke, we can't grow the hell up. We got to grow the hell up. Remember when Dick Cheney made it illegal to document the flag draped coffins of soldiers returning home from war? Yes, Andrew, right. Because they do stuff like that because they don't want you to know that they're soldiers. They don't want you to see the truth. They want to hide, what they're doing to the military, which is why I always say, Andrew, if you want to support the troops, do exactly the opposite of what politicians tell you. That's not killing them is not support. Sending them to war is not support. These guys want to fight. They want to fight for freedom. Somebody mentioned Batman. Somebody said something about Robin Hood. You know who Robin Hood is? It's the soldiers. And you're going to get mad at me on this next one. It's the police too. That's who our Robin Hoods are. Nobody joins the police to be a thug. Well, that's not true. Some of them do. All right. But the majority, they become police because they want to help. The majority join the FBI because they want to serve the public. The majority join the military because they want to fight for freedom. These are the little kids with the Batman costumes. They actually want to help, but they don't write the laws. They don't control where their departments go. They don't tell the vice presidents and their supervisors and their sheriffs what to do. The deep states do. The way we vote does. We give all these people the power. They write the laws. And so all the police who really want to help, they either quit and leave. The FBI agents that actually want to investigate shootings, they quit and leave. And then the ones who are good people who stay, they're the ones who stay there in the military. They're the ones who stay there and say, you know what? This is so foul. And I'll tell you how I know this. I know this because, one, I know people who are in those organizations. Two, I had a great conversation with someone in Child Protective Services in Philadelphia. She was a manager. She was high up. And her point was this. I was talking to her. I was like, well, why do you stay? If you know all the laws written by the Democrats and the Republicans didn't stop it, were social engineered to screw people up, to take their children, to do legal child trafficking in America, so you can make $250,000 per kid you took out of a family and put in foster care. And so they stopped going after the kids that were hard to get, that were getting the mess beat out of them, that were being raped. They went after the kids that were easy. The ones who had their electricity shut off, and they couldn't afford the water bill in the trailer park in the ghetto. I said, well, so if they did this, why would you stay with Child Protective Services? Why? You're a good woman, like I can tell. She said, because if I leave, who else is going to look after these children? If I leave, who else is going to do any whistleblowing? If I leave, I can only do a little bit of good. But the little bit of good I do, to me, is my part. We have to have good people on the inside. This is why I don't attack Child Protective Services as an organization. I don't attack the FBI as an organization. I don't attack the police. I don't attack because all of these groups are subject to a higher power. You go to the root cause of the problem. The root cause of the problem is greed and money and the oligarchs that run this damn world. And it ain't the oligarchs, it's the aliens. But you got to go to the root of the problems. Yes, thank you. Avoidance is compliance, is accomplished. There you go. I had to take a minute to read the word. I don't read so good, I know. But I'm not that smart. Anybody can do this. Avoidance is being an accomplice. You avoid the issue because you don't want to see it. They take away the flags that they put over the coffins. They make you feel like these bad things aren't happening. You don't join Reddit. You don't support them. You don't join minds.com. You don't support them. And so you support the platform that doesn't allow the truth to be shown, or you only support them. And it keeps us in this a compliance-based fake false reality. So I don't have a Reddit account. By the end of the day, I'm gonna have a Reddit account. I didn't know Reddit was just so truthful. I don't want to see what they got to show, but I need to see the truth. Deal with reality to make changes. We need to. Yes, Lola Mar, we got to know the reality. You have to let it burn inside the. Have to let it burn inside to light the fire in your booty cheeks. I can't say what Crystal said, but yes, we have to have a fire lit. We need that passion. You need to tap into that love, because that passion is based in love. But you also got to use intellectual, critical thinking to know what the root cause is, not the mid-tier causes. Yes, the CIA is evil, but they didn't wake up in the morning and say, you know what, CIA, wake up, let's be evil. I think I want to be evil. That's not how it happened to the CIA. They wrote legislation. First of all, corporations or oligarchs, whoever it is, I don't know, because I'm not allowed to know the information. They got together and they said, we'll buy the politicians. We'll make the politicians divide the people and fight over stupid, dumb stuff. We'll write the laws. We'll force the CIA to stop working for the good of the planet. We'll get them and turn them against humanity. We'll make them rogue. And that's how it goes. So the CIA is definitely evil, but they're a mid-tier issue, right? We can't focus on the mid-tier. We know what they are, but they didn't wake up and say, this is what we're going to be. In fact, they probably started out under good circumstances. I don't know that to be true. First time I heard about them, they were setting up pipelines to bring all the drugs in the country to get all the kids in prison. That's another whole reason. All of these kids should not be in prison. They need to open the gates and end slavery and actually do a 13th Amendment emancipation, the finally proclamation, let all these white kids, black kids, Hispanic kids, Asian kids, all of the peaceful people who are in prison on unconstitutional laws involving anything to do with drugs, all need to come out. And the reason why they need to come out is the CIA did it. It's not because the CIA is bad, but they were paid to do it. They were forced to do it by the politicians. So they created drug trade routes coming in. They set the kids up. And now we have massive drug problems all over the country, all over the world, because we blame the CIA and not the people who orchestrate the CIA. Turning a blind eye is tacit approval. Yes, Renee, absolutely. Ignorance is disaster, not bliss. And that's the disaster we're in right now, Andrew. Let me move down a little bit. A lot going on this morning. The Crow House with Max Egan is a great YouTube channel. Thank you, Kathy. I have to take a look. You're always turning me on to some good, delicious stuff. I appreciate it. Being complicit is being compliant. It absolutely is. And Crystal, we have to start calling sellouts like we do. Say it with love. You know, I love you to death. But damn it, you Kunta Kinte, you just a sellout. You just sold there. You ain't watched Roots, you should watch Roots. You know who Kunta Kinte is. But you just a sellout. You just really believe that one day you were going to be great. You're never going to be great. This is for the 0.01%. Had nothing to do with black African slavery. It's got to do with white, Irish, and everything else slavery too. Because no, you think that you're in mid-tier. You think that you good and you can be with them. No, you can't. You are not a 0.01%. You are not good. They don't give a damn about you. It has nothing to do with race. You are not their creed. You don't support their greed. They will never let you to those levels. You weren't born of the right genetics. You are a slave. You got to accept that. Has nothing to do with race. You're poor. You're a poor bastard. If you don't have $1 billion in the bank, did your daddy have $1 billion in the bank? If he didn't, he was a poor bastard too. Your mama was a poor bastard. All right, I know that was wrong, but that's how they feel. They're never going to let you on their team because you don't have the genetics. They don't care about your race. It's not about any of that. It's simply about you are not one of them. You will not. This is the feudal system. Do you remember the feudal system? If you didn't have the right breed, if you weren't the right, if you weren't a part of them, they will never let you join. They'll let you have a BMW. They'll let you have a big house, but you are still a slave. If you stop supporting the system, they'll take it all away. Oh, I'm losing my voice. Let me hit a couple more comments. Now I'm gonna back out of here. Ignorance is bliss by definition. It absolutely is. It's bliss to the sellouts. Somebody said Toby. Yes, we need to start calling them what they are. They're Toby. People respond to that, right? Like, you know what I want to see? This is what I want to see. I want to see. Okay, I'm gonna tell you what I want to see. Let me tell you what I want to see. I want to see white people calling black people Tobies. That's what I want to see. That's when this changes. When this changes, because this is why they don't want white folks talking. This is why they use this white privilege, white guilt, all of this crap that these Toby sellouts come up with. The leadership, not the people, the low people and low. They didn't see this coming. They didn't know they invented these terms to keep people divided. I want to see white folks calling black folks sellout, the sellout ones. When that starts happening, oh, this mother gonna flip. This mother it's gonna flip the script. I'm telling you. when you see black folk, white folk, Chinese folk, Asian folk, Hispanic folk all get together and point at people and call them jigaboos, no matter what race, color, creed, start calling them the coons and Tobies that they are, not because of their skin color, because they're sellouts. Ooh, you're gonna see that flip. That video ain't never gonna make it. They're gonna shut it down, delete it, erase it, throw it away. When people actually are smart enough to spot a sellout, when you see people in Africa turning on their government, when you see people in the Congo turning on theirs because they know they're just some 0.01% sellouts who want to try to make it into the feudal society set up by the world banks, that's when this comes to an end. That's when it all comes crashing down. When you are no longer scared to call a spade, that's when you know you're going to change something. But if we're always scared, because I'm scared what somebody's going to say, you know, I'm scared of what they might think. They might call me a Nazi. They might call me a Russian bot. When you're scared that, you know, I can't turn on the Democrats. They're just our last hope. I'm so scared of Trump. I'm so scared of the Republicans. I'm so scared of Obama. I'm scared of the Democrats. If you really got that fear, just take off your adult costume. Don't lie to us. Don't pretend that you're an adult. You're a scared little child hiding under your bed of the real world. You know, don't lie to us and tell us you're grown and you're mature and you actually want to change things. Oh, man, oh, man, oh, man. Michael Hastings, thank you, Lolamar, disappeared. Michael Hastings got in his car. AI or something drove him right into the tree at 120 miles an hour. You know, one day I'm not going to make a video. I say something that's too true. They're going to be like, all right, he's done. I get in the car and bam, that's the end of it. Or they just get and say, well, I drive an old car. I drive an old Chevy. Ain't no AI in my car. I know, but it's a lot of dummies on the road that got the cars, that got the control systems and the North Star and all the things where they can control the brakes on one side and make the car slide across the road, nail you in your truck. You know, we're in a society, we've given all of this stuff up. Somebody mentioned Obama and NDAA. Spot on. They took away our rights. Bush and the Patriot Act. Right now, Trump and the police. They are all on the same team. This is why, well, you know what? Maybe they're not on the same team. Maybe they're all just people, but they don't get to control what they do. That's why, yes, you're going to get more gun control with Trump because you got it with Obama, you got it with Clinton, you got it with Bush. You're going to get it across the board because this is a police state. This is how this works. But they keep you stupid enough to think that the presidents that you like, because you like their identity, are actually going to do something for you. They're not. Like Ty said, they don't care how you die, just that you die. You can go ahead and die from some pesticide in the water. You can die from some cancer, some leukemia. You can die because you get hit by a truck. You can die because you got Alzheimer's. You can die from the bombs falling from the air. You can die from being shot. They don't care. You're not in their creed. You are not of their breed. You just think you are. You're just a sellout who's lost in it. Lynn says she blocks people who quote Snopes. That's hilarious. But make sure you tell them before you do that. Goodness gracious. Knowledge is power. Knowledge is definitely power, Crystal. Brother Robert, release the video. Yes, release the video. Release the memo. Release the video. Release the aliens. Release the pyramids. Release Antarctica. Why they won't say nothing about that? Release the Book of Giants. Did y'all know it was Book of Giants? I'm like watching videos. It's crazy. There is a book. I think it's called the Book of Gigante. Release the truth about the Bible. Let the Christians know they're not following Christ. You're not following Christianity. No, you're following King James. He deleted all of that stuff from the Bible. It's a whole bunch of other books you didn't read. Why did they get rid of it? Because they don't want you to know the truth about the ancient past that made your religion. They want you dumb. They want you to think that the government's the highest power just beneath the God. No, it's not. There was a lot of crap that happened on this planet that was long before that. That's why before they started censoring social media, they started censoring religions. And it's just crazy to me. And how do I know? Because unfortunately, too many people in these religions are supporting all of this rape, murder, robbing, bombing, and everything all over the world. So, Brother Robert, yes, release everything. And I have to apologize to anybody. If I didn't recognize you, if I didn't point out your comment, I'm sorry. That we got censoring going on right now. Censoring or their software is broken, but I actually don't get to see all the comments. They hide them from me because I'll think that certain people are in the room or aren't in the room, and I'll go back and somebody says something that's phenomenal, but I didn't see the comment because they're like blocking it or their software is having trouble. I don't know which it is. So if I don't mention, I try to say something from everybody that says something in the room. If I didn't say it, I'll read it later, but I try to read down through it. Let me see what else we got. Try to get down to the end, then I'm gonna shut it down. I don't want to do, I'll probably shut down and I might come back and talk about something else later, but I want to shut it. I don't want the video be 3 hours. That was crazy yesterday. My back was hurting, my butt hurt. They put a sciatica in a butt. Why? That's how I know we're hybrid, y'all. We're genetically engineered with monkeys or something else because we got a sciatica in our butt. Why would anybody put a sciatica in a butt? You got to sit on it, and that stuff hurt, man. All right. Anyway, but I'm good now. I haven't had problems with that in a while. All right. Whew. Misinformed and misled like the rest of us. Yes, we're all misinformed. We're all misled, which is why we all got to talk, y'all. We all got to come together. Find somebody who is not like you and make them your friend and listen to what they got to say. Find somebody your group says you should not be talking to. If you're on the deep right and they're saying the people in the ghetto are crazy, find some ghetto people who are actually, there's a lot of smart people in the ghetto, and make friends with them. Take them to lunch, find out who they are and what's going on, the real thing in their community, and you'll find out it's the same thing going on in your poor communities. If you're in the ghetto, find yourself the redneck. Go find him, make sure his neck is deep red. Deep red. One of my brothers, brother Sean, showed me the history of rednecks. Now, that's not even what we know. But they actually were good guys. So, but find somebody with a gun rack, somebody you're supposed to be scared of. Go talk to them about guns. Ask them if they've ever shot anybody. Ask them if they own an assault rifle. Ask them why. Find out what's inside of them. Don't listen to the 1% always telling you who other people are. Michael Wood, police whistleblower. Thank you, Ty. And this is my point. The police are they're not all our friends, but the police want to be your friends. You know why? Because most of them just want to be your hero. The laws don't let them do that. The laws are all unconstitutional. Listen to the police whistleblowers. Like the brother in LA who blew the whistle on the CIA. You think he's a bad cop? You pissed off at him? He told you that the CIA is funneling all the drugs into these little poor communities and getting these kids to sell the drugs. He told you that. Do you think some little poor kid in that can't afford oatmeal actually set up a drug route to where was it, Nicaragua? Do you actually think that happened? That did not happen. And the police will whistleblow on that. There are a lot of good ones, but you can't turn on everybody. You can't convict a group, right? The police are a tribe too. Don't be locked into tribalism. We need to look at the root cause of the problem. Don't turn them away. We need more whistleblowers or police. We need more people going in and telling the truth. Releasing the videos, releasing the memo, releasing the truth. All right. I'm gonna go down. I appreciate y'all sharing. I am gonna try to end in 5 more minutes. Look at some more comments for 5 minutes. I don't want it going on too long. I can get long-winded, but I gotta breathe oxygen sometimes. They keep us there. Yes, Jasmine, they keep us there because they keep us in BS. Michael Trim is good too. Thank you, Kathy. I'll look up Michael Trim. I don't know what a Toby is. Grace, I know Grace because you sheltered girl. You was loved by your family, probably raised good. That's okay. So was I. Toby was he was one of the sellouts, right? Toby is the word for sellout. So that's why. And you have my permission to use it. How about this? This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna have some fun today. You have my permission to use it. Anytime you run into somebody that's supporting slavery, just call them Toby. They get mad at you and they start saying some white privilege, yellow privilege, Hispanic privilege, whatever you want to say. Please tag me, please, please. I'm going to deal with it. I love dealing with some sellouts. I'm black as they come. Both sides of my family tie back to slavery. We had slaves all over the United States. My name is locked into slavery. I'm mad and I'm angry as hell. I ain't going to take it no more. So go ahead, tag me in the video. I love taking on jigaboos, sellouts, and slave-minded, on the porch pouring lemonade. I love talking to them. I love them. Go ahead and tell me the Democratic Party doesn't like slavery. They love slavery. They're the biggest slavers on the planet. Go ahead, just bring me in. I hope my eyes big like this. You know how they did the blackface? I hope my eyes big. I'll be on your profile yelling and screaming. I love me some slaves that love slavery who don't know this slave. I love them, though. I love them, and I'll be a little delicate. I try to be delicate. I will. But I don't do sellouts, y'all. I don't do sellouts. I don't do sellouts in any community. Any community. The poor white kids have the same problem as the poor black kids. They got the same problem as the poor Asian kids. They got the same problem as the poor Mexican kids. They got the same problem as the poor Palestinian kids. They got the same problem as the poor Israeli kids. They got the same problem as the poor Congo kids. They got the same problem as the poor Chinese kids. They got the same problem as the poor Russian kids. Their problem is us. We need to stop selling out. We need to grow up and go back acting like adults. Anyway, listen, love y'all to death. This is Gerard. Let it burn. Let it burn. Let it come on down. We need freedom. Free at last. Free at last. Thank God Almighty. Earth ain't free at all at last ever. Not right now, but it's going to be in the future. Love y'all to death. Bye-bye.